Welcome to TeamRegulars' review of Blackboxtv, episode 20, The Believer. If you haven't seen this episode yet, go check it out. There will be spoilers in this review.
This episode was written and directed by Tony, produced by the crew with Katie and Sebs and Jean, and it was fantastic.
I do believe real stories can be weirder than made-up stories because they can really happen to you. And I did enjoy this one, but I wasn't really expecting it to be a true story. But I think it made it even better that it was.
This episode really kept me guessing throughout the whole thing, but it kept me extremely captivated and interested, and I wanted to go along for the ride, even if I did have a few questions along the way. So this episode used a different style, a vlog style, and I thought that was really cool because it makes you remember that Blackboxtv is all about YouTube. Used YouTubers back in the beginning, and it's sort of reminding you that it's still part of the community because its main character, April, is a vlogger, and she reminds everybody to subscribe and comment, and I thought that was very cool.
TV's last episode, Trust Me, started in with a bit of work using webcams, giving the idea of it being a vlog. That idea evolved into something a lot bigger for this one. It was almost the forefront of the entire episode. The episode played with the idea that it was something supernatural at the beginning. Gave you this idea that perhaps she was demonically possessed.
Her acting was really good, pretty realistic, especially when it came to vlogging. Except in the beginning, right in the beginning when she's doing that vlog where they're in San Felipe. There's a scene where she's saying how much she loves the necklaces, and it's just so over enthusiastic. And it just seemed a little overdone to me. But otherwise, besides that scene, she was really good.
It's a really good episode. Not the best, but I really liked it. It's kind of different. Different from anything Tony has ever done before. Because it feels more realistic. In a way that it's like vlogging or something. And it gets off to a good start. And, you know, the girl says it's excited that she has like a little cross thing that her boyfriend gave her.
Truly, this episode was really the first episode that actually creeped me out. The fact that they were in Mexico and there's all these stories about mercury poisoning and the jewelry and stuff. And the fact that this was a true story really brought the story to life. The mask part, that kind of creeped me out because, I don't know, it was interesting, but it also creeped me out.
I thought the storyline was really clear, and I really liked how they used an iPhone and 5D footage together, which I thought using the iPhone really helped a lot with the storyline and really helped enhance it that much more.
And something I was a little confused about was why she would admit to killing while vlogging. Because obviously she's scared and she ran away to a cabin. And if you were scared about killing someone, I don't think you would tell your viewers that you killed your boyfriend. That's just my opinion. She also talks about hearing voices. I would have liked to know what the voices said, or maybe hear some of the voices as it was happening. Just to give us a little more insight into what went on in between her vacation to Mexico and killing her boyfriend.
That ringtone, every time I hear it, regardless of the fact that I have that as my own ringtone and I hear it every day, it still scares me when I hear it in an episode. It's like, not only am I not expecting it, but it makes me kind of, it also, is kind of the bringer of bad news, oh, something's going to happen, or something's going to change the way the situation is going. And sure enough, her phone starts ringing, and it's her boyfriend, who we previously thought dead. And, I did not know what the hell was happening. She had blood all over her, and I was wondering for a second, like, if she didn't kill her boyfriend and that's him on the phone, who the hell did she kill? So yeah, definitely a crazy episode.
Scene where she's wearing the mask and is kind of having a psychedelic freakout, that's the only part that I can really kind of contest that might have been in need of a change. The sounds that were playing in the background was very demonic. It gave the idea of that possession. But the music is what threw that off. The music is what made it feel like it was some sort of drug trip. In a way, it hinted towards the end, but playing the two of them together just caused a bit of confusion in my mind.
I did like the part where she threw up on the table. It was really nice to see, because it made the camera all blah blah blah, and you could hear the vomit and kind of see it. I enjoyed that. When her boyfriend called, I'm shocked he didn't try to track her down, because she did look like she had a phone that you could be able to track her down on, and I would have done that if I was him, because that would be my girlfriend, and she's important to me, so I would try to find her as soon as possible, especially if you knew the necklaces were making you sick, and how she was acting and saying, I can't take it off, I can't take it off. I would have tried to find her ASAP, as soon as possible, man. He just, I don't know, it didn't seem like he wanted to find her that bad, even though he did, but he didn't at the same time. I got that vibe.
I think the major thing I really enjoyed about this episode was the fact that it was a true story, and that just bring in a whole new level of creepy. I love the different angles that this was shot at. It was also done vlogging style a lot of the time on an iPhone, and that just brought an element of realness into it, which I thought was really cool. Being able to see her vlogging and then have close-up of her still vlogging parts as well. It was something that was really struck home with me, since I love to vlog, and it was just weird and creepy. When she takes the mask and starts doing those really crazy dance moves, you can tell that she's kind of reached the peak of her insanity from the poison. And this, children, is why we don't buy cheap jewelry from mysterious people. Or ever.
Boyfriend calls, and that was creepy. The boyfriend calling. And it just so happens that she had killed a pet of a neighbor or something. And it said that the cross that she received was tainted with mercury, and the chemicals were doing bad to her body system. And that was a really logic explanation. Really great twist. It was nothing paranormal. I was expecting something paranormal, but that was good.
When she was in the car, the voices that sounded like wind, I can't remember what they said, but they were, you could actually hear the words. This episode has been probably added to my top 3 episodes. Yeah. Also, she almost vomited on the camera. That was kind of funny. Especially when we were watching in the live stream and everyone's like, she's going to vomit on us.
There was one minor thing that I noticed that kind of was a little off to me. There was one point where she said, I killed my boyfriend, and you can clearly see a ring on her wedding ring finger. I don't know if that was an improv fail on her part, or if she just forgot to take the ring off. I don't know. I think if she was to keep the ring on, she should have at least said, I killed my fiancé, instead of, I killed my boyfriend.
Overall, I loved the episode. Great job, Tony and Seb and Mike and everyone else who worked on it. Jean, too. Bren with the music. There's too many names to list. You guys are all awesome. Okay, see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. I think that's the wrong side. I think it's over here. Click that button.